Now, listen, in contrast to many of, let's say there's a current crop of AI doommongers, your book and also your talk at Charleston offer a strikingly optimistic view of AI's cognitive capabilities. Why do you think that the narrative of AI as a parrot, indeed a stochastic parrot, as you say many times, has endured so long despite mounting evidence to the contrary?
This is not a new debate. So, of course, throughout the history of AI, there has been exuberant excitement around leaps in progress. And at each stage where AI has done something it couldn't do before, there have been people who have popped up and said, well, that's not nearly as impressive as it looks. And, I think that the bold truth is that both sides are always right. It is always true that the advances are kind of impressive and eye-popping. And, if you put yourself back, you wind back the clock 5 years or 10 years and say, we would in, X years' time, will have a model that can talk to you as fluently as any other person on the planet can. Most people would have said, well, I think that's impossible. So it is, we have to, remember that it is an astonishing discovery. I mean, in particular, the latest wave of language models. But at the same time, it's also true that these models are nothing like people. They lack, most of the really important machinery for surviving in the world, mainly because they don't have to survive in the world. But all the stuff that maybe we don't think of as so cleanly associated with, or as cleanly associated with intelligence as maybe being very eloquent and solving reasoning problems or playing chess, but things that are nevertheless incredibly difficult computationally, like moving your body in a way that, stops you from falling over, or being being able to navigate a social situation, so social cognition. So these are just two examples of things that, the models are not really able to do those yet in the way that humans can, at least.
I trust you've enjoyed this brief section of my conversation with my most excellent guest. Check out the full podcast episode by clicking here.